Whether you realize it or not, everyone has habits when they play a game of chess. Some are good, and some are not so good. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 habits that chess masters have that you should incorporate into your games as well. Let's take a look. Habit number 1 that chess masters have is that they understand tempos and how they're important in chess. If you're not familiar with the term, a tempo is just a single move in a chess game. If white plays e4, that is one tempo. If black plays e5, that is another tempo. Now, if that sounds like a useless piece of information to you, bear with me through one quick example. Imagine I'm at the family reunion and I'm playing a game against Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob plays e4, I play e5, he plays d4, I capture, he captures. What move do you think I play? If you said knight to c6, you are correct. I play knight to c6 because it is gaining a tempo. Why is it gaining a tempo? Knight to c6 is a move that I want to play anyway. I'm developing a piece to a good square, but I'm also attacking Uncle Bob's queen, which he now has to move. Uncle Bob plays queen to d5. What move do you think I play next? If you said knight f6, you are correct. I am gaining yet another tempo because this was a move I wanted to play anyway, and yet again, attacking the queen. Uncle Bob plays queen f5. See if you can guess what move I play. That's right, d5, gaining another tempo. Uncle Bob goes here, bishop to d6. I think you're starting to see the pattern. Here, bishop to g4. So at this point in the game, I have gained not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tempo or tempi, chasing Uncle Bob's queen around the board. Chess masters understand how important gaining tempos are, and they look for opportunities in their games to do useful moves that also attack something else. Habit number 2 of chess masters is that a blunder check is second nature to them. They always do it every single move without even thinking about it. If we continue the game against Uncle Bob, he quickly plays queen to c3, and we play bishop to b4, pinning the queen and winning his queen. Small disclaimer, no relatives were checkmated in the making of this video. Now in Uncle Bob's mind, this is just part of chess. Sometimes these things happen and you lose pieces. You just have to move on. But in the mind of a chess master, losing a knight, a bishop, a rook, or a queen is basically like losing the game. When you reach the 2200 level, 99% of the time, if you lose one of those pieces, you will lose the game. I'm not talking about bullet chess, I'm talking about longer time controls when the play is more accurate. Chess masters make it a top priority that every single move, they look very carefully for blunders. Habit number 3 is that chess masters are not lazy. And I'm not talking about sitting on the couch drinking a Coke and watching some TV. I'm talking about not being lazy when you calculate moves in a game of chess. Take this example again against Uncle Bob. He plays e4, we go for the Sicilian, and then we set this little trap by playing knight to a5. Uncle Bob castles, we play a6, and he very quickly plays bishop to a4. This is being lazy. Rather than calculate a little bit ahead and say, okay, if I go there, what might my opponent do? Boom, boom. Oh, look at that. It looks like my bishop could be trapped. He very quickly just moved back. This is something that a lot of beginners struggle with. They don't take the time to look at extra move or two deep or to consider 1 or 2 other moves that their opponents might play, and that laziness can really cost you. Habit number 4 is that chess masters play chess accurately. Take this position on the board. Black just retreated the rook to g6, and some of you looking at this position will say, aha, I know what this is. This is the famous smothered checkmate. We move our knight, we create a double attack on the king, has to go in the corner. We bring the queen in, the knight captures, and the knight delivers a beautiful smothered checkmate. Go ahead and put something in the comments if that's what you thought when you saw this position. Now, let's go back and see what a master would have thought when they looked at this position. I could go here. If he goes in the corner, I could go for the smothered checkmate. If the knight captures, I have checkmate. But wait a moment, there's another move. Queen captures, and then my knight cannot deliver the checkmate because the queen would just take it. So if you're wondering what that would look like, right here, boom, there is no more smothered checkmate. That is something that the chess master would have saw because they would have calculated this position accurately and not made any mistakes. Habit number 5 is that chess masters are resourceful. They're very good at coming up with unique and interesting ways to achieve some objective. Take this game on the screen right now. This is a very famous game from a world champion. Bonus points if you can figure out which game it is as I go through it. But white plays bishop to c5, black plays rook to e8, and he is trying to generate an attack on white's king. White plays king to f1, and a lot of beginners, even intermediate players, and to be honest with you, I would probably do this sometimes as well, would see that my queen is under attack, probably need to move the queen. But the resourcefulness here we see when black plays bishop to e6. Not only leaves the queen in danger, but retreats a piece backwards. Very hard move to find and to come up with, but you can see the resourcefulness in that move. And if you're curious, black did go on to win the game. This little discovered check deal with the knight, he was able to take the pawn, then take the rook, bishop first, then take the rook, and several moves later went on to win in beautiful fashion. I'll just get to the end so you can see. Very nice checkmate. Put in the comments below if you know which game this is. It is a famous world champion who is no longer alive. But yeah, put that in the comments if you know who this is. Those are 5 habits of chess masters. I hope you learned something. As always, thanks for watching. Stay sharp, play smart, and take care.